Have you ever felt like you're destined for something far greater than what the world sees in you right now? Like there's an unseen force guiding you toward a future filled with abundance, purpose, and divine breakthroughs? You're not imagining it. This is your awakening. The struggles, the setbacks, the silent battles you face weren't meant to break you. They were designed to prepare you for something extraordinary. The shift is happening, and those who are aligned will step into a reality where limitless wealth, unshakable purpose, and divine favor become their new normal. Are you ready to claim what's already yours? Because once you do, there's no turning back. Let's dive in. There was a time when certain pleasures, distractions, and material pursuits brought you happiness. The rush of success, validation from others, or indulgences of the world might have once filled a void. But now, something has shifted. The things that once excited you no longer hold the same meaning. The entertainment, social status, or even relationships that used to bring joy now feel hollow. It's not that these things are inherently bad, but they are no longer enough. Your soul is craving something deeper, something eternal. This is a clear sign that you are being called to something greater. God is stirring something within you, making you aware that temporary pleasures can never bring lasting fulfillment. The world conditions us to chase after things that fade, money, power, approval. But the truth is, these things will never be enough for a soul designed for divine purpose. You are starting to see through the illusion, realizing that no external thing can fill an internal void. When fleeting pleasures lose their grip on you, it can feel unsettling at first. You may question why the things that once made you happy no longer do. But this is not a loss, it is a blessing. It means you are evolving. You are outgrowing the lower vibrational experiences that no longer serve you. This is God's way of redirecting you towards something more fulfilling, more meaningful, more aligned with who you truly are. Rather than trying to rekindle joy from the past, embrace this shift. See it as an invitation to dive deeper into your purpose, to seek connection with God, and step into the life you were meant to live. True fulfillment comes not from fleeting pleasures, but from aligning with your divine calling. When you stop chasing what is temporary, you make space for what is eternal. As you evolve spiritually, you may begin to feel an increasing sense of disconnection from those around you. The conversations that once felt engaging now seem shallow. The people you used to relate to may no longer understand your perspective. You might find yourself withdrawing from certain friendships, relationships, or social circles, not out of pride or judgment, but because your spirit is calling you to something higher. It's as if you are speaking a new language, one that others cannot yet comprehend. This disconnection is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that you are outgrowing your old environment. God is shifting you away from people who no longer align with your path. Some may even try to guilt you for changing, accusing you of being distant or too different now. But the truth is, growth often requires separation. You cannot elevate while remaining in spaces that no longer feed your soul. The higher you go, the thinner the air, and not everyone is meant to go with you. At times, this can feel lonely. You may long for the comfort of familiar connections, but deep down, you know you cannot return to who you once were. God is calling you to a new season, and that often means shedding old relationships that no longer serve your journey. This does not mean you stop loving or praying for these people. It simply means you are no longer tied to the same energy, habits, or mindsets that once kept you stagnant. Instead of resisting this transition, embrace it. God is preparing to bring new people into your life. Those who align with your purpose, who challenge you to grow, who walk in faith and understanding. The disconnection you feel now is only making room for deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. Trust that God is guiding you toward your true spiritual family. When you are on the path of spiritual awakening, isolation often becomes a necessary part of the journey. You may find yourself withdrawing from social gatherings, feeling detached from the world, or spending more time alone than ever before. This solitude is not accidental. It is a divine recalibration. God is pulling you away from distractions so you can hear His voice more clearly. In this quiet space, you begin to reflect, heal, and reconnect with your true self. It may feel unsettling at first, but this period of isolation is a sacred cocoon where transformation takes place. During this time, many of the things you once found comfort in entertainment, idle conversations, or even certain friendships may no longer satisfy you. You may feel as if no one understands what you're going through, and the loneliness can feel overwhelming. But understand this: isolation is often where God does his greatest work. It is in these quiet moments that you are refined, strengthened, and prepared for the next chapter of your destiny. Jesus himself spent time in the wilderness before stepping fully into his divine mission, and the same is true for you. This solitude also forces you to confront yourself. Without external noise or distractions, you begin to see yourself more clearly. The wounds that need healing, the patterns that need breaking, and the divine gift within you that have been waiting to be unlocked. Isolation is not a punishment, but a preparation. It is in the stillness that God reveals your true purpose and aligns you with your higher calling. Embrace this season rather than resisting it. Instead of longing for old distractions, lean into prayer, meditation, and self-reflection. Use this time to build your relationship with God, to gain wisdom, and to develop the spiritual strength you will need for what's coming next. When the time is right, God will reintroduce you to the world, not as the person you once were, but as the powerful, transformed being has been shaping in the quiet. When you are chosen by God for a higher purpose, you will face resistance. Spiritual attacks, unexpected challenges, and opposition from people around you are not coincidences. They are signs that you carry something powerful within you. The enemy does not waste time on those who pose no threat. If you are experiencing intense setbacks, betrayals, or obstacles, it is because your light is too bright for forces of darkness to ignore. Your presence alone disrupts the plans of those operating in lower vibrations, and they will try to shake you, distract you, or make you doubt your worth. These attacks can come in many forms. You may face sudden financial struggles, unexpected betrayals from those you trusted, or even battles with doubt and fear. People may misunderstand you, question your intentions, or attempt to tear you down. The enemy often works through those closest to you, using their words and actions to wound you where it hurts most. But remember this: the greater the resistance, the greater the calling. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and warriors are trained in battle. Every hardship you face is shaping you into the person God destined you to be. Instead of fearing these attacks, recognize them for what they are: confirmation that you are on the right path. Do not retaliate or let negativity consume you. Stand firm in your faith and trust that God is using even your struggles for your ultimate good. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. What was meant to break you will only build you stronger. The storms may rage, but they cannot sink a ship that has God as its anchor. Use these experiences as spiritual training. Each battle teaches you discernment, wisdom, and resilience. Stay prayed up, protect your energy, and move with wisdom. When attacks come, do not question your worth. Know that they are happening because you are powerful beyond measure. Instead of asking, "Why me?" start declaring, "This is proof that I am chosen, and nothing can stop me from fulfilling my divine purpose." One of the clearest signs of being chosen by God is the deep sense of isolation you often experience. It may feel like no one truly understands you, even those closest to you. You might find yourself on a different wavelength, thinking deeply about life, purpose, and spiritual matters, while others seem focused on superficial things. This separation is not a punishment. It is preparation. God pulls you away from the crowd so he can refine you in solitude. Many chosen ones go through seasons where friendships dissolve, relationships shift, and they are left standing alone. But in that solitude, God speaks. Feeling misunderstood is part of the journey because your mind and spirit operate at a higher frequency. You see things others don't, and you have insights that most people cannot grasp. This can make conversations frustrating and leave you feeling disconnected. You may try to explain your thoughts, but people either dismiss them or don't take them seriously. This isn't because something is wrong with you. It's because God has set you apart for something greater. When you are chosen, you're not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand out. Even in isolation, know that you are never truly alone. God removes certain people from your life not to hurt you, but to protect you from distractions, betrayals, and influences that could pull you away from your purpose. He may be calling you into a season of deep transformation, where your focus shifts inward and your connection to the divine strengthens. Use this time to develop yourself, grow spiritually, and prepare for the greater mission ahead. What feels like loneliness is actually a divine invitation to step into your true power. Embrace the season instead of resisting it. God is leading you to your tribe, people who align with your soul and your purpose. But before he connects you with them, he needs to ensure that you are strong enough to walk your path without seeking validation from the world. The more you embrace your uniqueness, the more you'll realize that your isolation was never about punishment. It was about elevation. Being chosen by God doesn't come with an easy path. It comes with battles. If you are truly called for a higher purpose, you will experience intense opposition. This resistance may come in many forms: spiritual warfare, sudden betrayals, financial struggles, emotional turmoil, or even people trying to tear you down without cause. The enemy recognizes the anointing on your life, and that makes you a target. But understand this: opposition is proof of your divine calling. The greater your purpose, the greater the resistance. Many chosen ones experience seasons where everything seems to go wrong at once. Doors that seemed open suddenly close. People you trusted turn against you. You may find yourself misunderstood, slandered, or falsely accused. This isn't just bad luck. It's a spiritual battle. Darkness always tries to stop the light from shining. But these attacks are not meant to break you. They are meant to strengthen you. Through every hardship, you develop resilience, wisdom, and unshakable faith. The enemy wouldn't fight so hard if you weren't destined for something great. God allows opposition to refine you. Just like gold is purified in fire, your trials are molding you into the person you need to be. If everything came easy, you wouldn't develop the strength, discipline, and discernment needed to walk in your purpose. Every setback, betrayal, and hardship is a stepping stone toward your destiny. What the enemy meant for harm, God will use for your elevation. The attacks are not a sign of defeat. They are a sign of preparation. When you face opposition, do not retreat. Stand firm in your faith. The enemy only attacks those who are a threat to his kingdom. If you're facing spiritual warfare, it's because you are carrying something powerful inside of you. The key is to stay connected to God, stay in prayer, and trust that every battle is already won. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and every attack will only push you closer to your divine purpose. One of the most difficult yet defining aspects of being chosen is the deep sense of isolation that often comes with it. Even when surrounded by people, you may feel different, misunderstood, or disconnected. This isn't because something is wrong with you. It's because you are set apart for a greater purpose. God has placed a unique calling on your life, and that means your journey will not look like everyone else's. The path of a chosen one is often walked alone, because what God is doing in your life requires separation from distractions, conformity, and shallow connections. This isolation serves a divine purpose. When you are alone, God can speak to you more clearly. He removes the noise of the world so that you can hear his voice and receive divine instruction. Many chosen ones go through seasons of solitude where relationships fall away, invitations stop coming, and the people they once depended on seem to disappear. It can feel painful and confusing, but in reality, it is God's way of drawing you closer to him. He wants to be your primary source of strength, wisdom, and guidance. The world does not understand those who are chosen, and this often leads to rejection. You may feel like you don't fit in, even with family, friends, or communities that once embraced you. This rejection is not a sign of failure. It is confirmation that you are different, called for something higher. It is in these moments of loneliness that God reveals your true identity, refines your character, and prepares you for the great work ahead. Remember, some of the most powerful figures in history had to walk alone before they stepped into their destiny. Instead of resisting isolation, embrace it as a sacred season of preparation. Use this time to strengthen your relationship with God, develop your gifts, and grow in wisdom. The solitude is temporary, but the transformation that comes from it will last a lifetime. You are not alone. God is with you, shaping you for something extraordinary. The world may not recognize you yet, but soon they will see the purpose for which you were set apart. Being chosen comes with a great spiritual responsibility, which often attracts intense spiritual warfare. The forces of darkness recognize your divine calling and will do everything they can to stop you from stepping into your power. This warfare can manifest in various ways: sudden obstacles, unexpected betrayals, emotional turmoil, or even physical struggles that seem designed to break your spirit. The enemy knows that if you fully embrace your purpose, you will not only transform your own life, but also inspire and uplift countless others. That is why chosen ones often face relentless attacks aimed at weakening their faith, confidence, and determination. Spiritual warfare is not just about external challenges. It also occurs in the mind and soul. Negative thoughts, doubt, fear, and feelings of unworthiness are some of the enemy's most powerful weapons. You may find yourself battling inner voices that tell you you're not good enough or that your efforts are in vain. These mental battles are designed to make you give up before you even begin. But understand this. If you weren't a threat, you wouldn't be attacked. The very fact that you are experiencing resistance is proof that you are on the right path. However, God does not leave his chosen ones defenseless. You have been given divine armor to withstand these attacks. Prayer, fasting, scripture, and unwavering faith are your spiritual weapons. When you stand firm in your purpose, the enemy cannot defeat you. The key is to recognize the attacks for what they are, attempts to distract and discourage you, and to fight back with spiritual strength. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every challenge you face is an opportunity for God to demonstrate his power in your life. Instead of fearing spiritual warfare, embrace it as confirmation that you are walking in your divine calling. The stronger the resistance, the greater your destiny. Every battle you overcome sharpens your wisdom, strengthens your faith, and prepares you for the blessings ahead. The enemy may try to stop you, but when you remain rooted in God's power, no force can stand against you. Keep pushing forward, for your victory is already written. Chosen ones have an innate sense of knowing, an intuitive wisdom that cannot be explained by logic or learned through conventional means. This deep inner knowing is a divine gift, allowing you to see beyond the surface of situations, people, and events. You may often sense things before they happen, pick up on energies that others overlook, or have a strong gut feeling that guides you in the right direction. This heightened awareness is not a coincidence. It is a direct connection to the divine, allowing you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. This sense of knowing can sometimes feel like both a blessing and a burden. You may find yourself understanding people's true intentions before they even reveal them, sensing danger before it arises, or feeling guided toward paths that don't make logical sense but turn out to be exactly where you needed to go. While others may struggle with indecision, you often have a deep inner certainty about what is right for you. However, this can also make life isolating at times. Many people may not understand how you just know things, and some may even doubt or dismiss your insights. But your intuitive wisdom is a sacred gift that should never be ignored. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. It is God's way of communicating with you, guiding you toward your purpose and protecting you from harm. The world may try to convince you to doubt yourself, to rely on logic alone, or to conform to societal expectations. But chosen ones are not meant to follow the crowd. They are meant to follow divine guidance. Your intuition is a compass, leading you toward your highest destiny. Embracing this deep knowing requires faith. It means listening to the quiet whispers of your soul, even when they go against what others expect. It means trusting in divine timing, even when things don't seem to be unfolding as planned. The more you honor this gift, the more you will see how everything aligns perfectly in your life. You were given this deep sense of knowing for a reason. Use it to fulfill your divine mission with confidence and purpose. One of the defining traits of the chosen one is an unshakable resilience, an ability to rise no matter how many times life knocks you down. You have endured storms that would have broken most people, yet you stand stronger than ever. This is because your spirit is fortified by divine purpose, making you unstoppable. While others may crumble under pressure, you see challenges as stepping stones to greatness. Every hardship you face has only refined you, strengthened your character, and prepared you for the extraordinary path ahead. Your resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. You don't just endure pain, you transform it. You take betrayal, loss, and setbacks and turn them into wisdom, power, and motivation. This is why no weapon formed against you prospers, because even the attacks meant to destroy you end up elevating you. Every obstacle has served as a lesson, molding you into someone who cannot be easily swayed, manipulated, or broken. Your ability to persevere through trials is a testament to the divine power within you. However, this strength has also made you different from those around you. You may have noticed that while others complain about minor inconveniences, you have endured battles in silence. You have learned to carry your burdens with grace, often comforting others while secretly navigating your own struggles. This silent strength sets you apart. It makes you a leader, a guide, and a source of inspiration to those who witness your journey. Even when life tests you, you refuse to give up because deep down, you know you are destined for something greater. Your resilience is proof that God has chosen you for a higher calling. The fire you walked through wasn't meant to destroy you, but to purify you. Every challenge you've overcome has been a divine preparation for the blessings ahead. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. Your strength has been forged in the fires of adversity so that you can step into your divine purpose with power and authority. Keep pushing forward, because your breakthrough is coming, and nothing can stop you from fulfilling your destiny. There is something about you that people can't quite put their finger on, an energy, a presence, a divine glow that sets you apart. Even without saying a word, you command attention when you walk into a room. This isn't about arrogance or pride. It's the power of divine favor radiating through you. Your aura is magnetic, and it naturally draws people toward you, some with admiration and others with envy. Those who recognize your light are inspired by you, while those who operate in darkness may feel threatened by your presence. This divine aura is not something you consciously try to create. It is simply who you are. It is a result of your deep spiritual connection, your journey of self-mastery, and the wisdom you have gained through your experiences. People can sense your authenticity, your strength, and your unwavering faith. Even those who do not understand spirituality on a deep level can feel that there is something different about you. This is why strangers may open up to you, seeking your guidance, or why certain people may feel uneasy around you without knowing why. Your spirit speaks louder than words. However, this divine presence comes with responsibility. Because you radiate such powerful energy, you must be mindful of the company you keep. Not everyone who is drawn to you has good intentions. Some may seek to drain your energy, while others may attempt to compete with or undermine you. This is why chosen ones often find themselves walking a solitary path at times, because your light cannot mix with darkness. Yet, those who are meant to be in your life will respect and honor your energy. They will see your worth without you having to prove yourself. Ultimately, your divine aura is both a gift and a shield. It protects you from those who are not aligned with your purpose, while attracting those who are meant to walk with you. It is a sign that you are chosen, that you are anointed, and that you have been set apart for a higher calling. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Stand boldly in your power, knowing that the respect you command is not given by man. It is ordained by God. Your journey is not just about you. It is about the generations that will come after you. You are here to break cycles, heal wounds, and set a new standard for those who will follow in your footsteps. The impact of your existence will be felt long after you are gone because you are creating something eternal. Whether it is through your wisdom, your work, your influence, or the lives you touch, your presence in this world is shaping the future in ways you may not even realize. Chosen ones do not live ordinary lives. You are not here to simply exist, work, and pass away unnoticed. You are meant to be a trailblazer, a pioneer, someone who shifts the course of history in ways both big and small. Even if you do not yet see the full picture, every step you take in alignment with your divine purpose is planting seeds that will blossom into something greater. The struggles you endure today are preparing you to become the foundation upon which others will build their dreams. Your life is a testament to resilience, faith, and transformation. This legacy is not just material. It is spiritual, emotional, and energetic. You are breaking generational curses, shifting mindsets, and elevating consciousness. Your presence in your bloodline is divine intervention, ensuring that those who come after you will not suffer the same battles you had to fight. Your wisdom, your courage, and your sacrifices are creating a ripple effect that will be felt for centuries. The energy you embody today will echo through time, influencing countless lives in ways beyond your imagination. Never underestimate the power of your existence. Every challenge you have faced, every lesson you have learned, and every victory you have claimed is part of a greater design. You are laying the foundation for a new way of being, a higher level of consciousness, and a legacy that will outlive you. Walk with purpose, knowing that the work you do today is building something timeless. You were not chosen just for yourself. You were chosen to change the world. There was a time when blending in felt safe. You wanted to be accepted, to move with the crowd, and to align with the expectations of those around you. But something within you has shifted. The desire to conform is fading, because your spirit recognizes that you were never meant to follow the masses. You were meant to lead. God did not design you to be ordinary. He set you apart for something greater. The more you try to fit into spaces that no longer align with your soul, the more uncomfortable you feel. This is not rejection. It's divine redirection. As you grow into your higher purpose, you will notice that certain conversations, environments, and even friendships no longer resonate with you. The things that once excited you now seem dull. The places where you used to feel at home now feel foreign. This is because your spirit is evolving, and when you're called to a higher level, you can no longer find peace in lower vibrations. You are being transformed, and that transformation requires you to stand boldly in your truth, even if it means standing alone. Stepping into your divine, calling often means walking a different path than those around you. The world teaches conformity, but God calls you to authenticity. It takes courage to embrace your uniqueness, to break away from societal norms, and to fully embody who God created you to be. You may lose certain relationships in the process, but what you gain, clarity, purpose, and divine alignment, is worth far more. Remember, you are not here to fit in. You are here to rise. When you embrace your divine identity, you become unstoppable. You stop seeking approval from others because you understand that your validation comes from God. You no longer feel the need to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Instead, you walk with confidence, knowing that the light within you is meant to shine. Let go of the need to conform. Trust in your uniqueness, and step boldly into the extraordinary purpose that has been waiting for you all along. As you undergo spiritual transformation, your energy begins to shift. You no longer resonate with negativity, drama, or low vibrational experiences. Instead, you are drawn to peace, wisdom, and divine guidance. This is because you are operating on a higher frequency, one that aligns with clarity, abundance, and spiritual elevation. When your frequency rises, you naturally repel anything that does not match your new level. This includes toxic people, draining situations, and limiting beliefs that once held you back. You may notice that certain environments feel heavier than before. Crowds, gossip, or meaningless distractions no longer appeal to you. You crave solitude, meaningful conversations, and spiritual nourishment. This shift is not something you force. It happens naturally as your soul seeks alignment with higher truths. When your energy is pure and elevated, you begin to attract different experiences, opportunities, and relationships that match your growth. You no longer have to chase after what is meant for you because your vibration will call it in effortlessly. Operating on a higher frequency also means heightened intuition and awareness. You see beyond the surface, picking up on hidden motives, unspoken truths, and divine synchronicities. You trust your instincts more because you recognize that they're being guided by a higher power. Your spiritual discernment sharpens, allowing you to move with wisdom and purpose. You begin to understand that not everyone can come with you on this journey because not everyone is willing to elevate. The more you embrace this transformation, the more you step into your divine power. You radiate a presence that others can feel. Some will be drawn to your light, while others will be intimidated by it. But you are not here to dim yourself for the comfort of others. You are here to rise, to inspire, and to walk in alignment with God's plan. Keep vibrating higher, and watch as your reality shifts to reflect the greatness that has always been within you. When you walk into a room, something changes. The energy shifts, conversations take a different tone, and people become more aware, sometimes without even realizing why. This is the power of your presence. As a chosen one, your aura carries a divine frequency that cannot go unnoticed. You don't have to speak loudly or demand attention. Your energy speaks for itself. Those who are spiritually aware can feel the weight of your presence, while those who operate in lower vibrations may feel uncomfortable or even intimidated. Your presence is a reflection of the spiritual work you've done. The prayers, the healing, the sacrifices, and the deep connection you have with God all radiate from within you. People can sense that you are different, not just in words but in action, in spirit, and in the way you carry yourself. You move with confidence, peace, and authority, even when you say nothing at all. This is because you no longer operate from a place of fear, doubt, or external validation. You know who you are and the divine power that walks with you. Some will be drawn to your presence, seeking wisdom, healing, or simply the peace that flows through you. Others may feel exposed in your energy because your light unconsciously reveals their darkness. Your very existence disrupts the status quo. It challenges those who live in deception, forcing them to confront their own truths. This is why some people may react to you with envy, resistance, or even hostility, because your mere presence shines a light on things they would rather keep hidden. But this is not a burden. It is a gift. You are not just an observer in this world. You are a force of change. Your presence alone can shift an entire environment, bringing clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was chaos, and divine alignment where there was disorder. This is why you must always walk in your truth, knowing that your energy is a powerful tool. You are not sent here to blend in. You were sent here to stand out, to elevate, and to transform the spaces you enter simply by being who you were created to be. The journey of a chosen one is not for the faint of heart. The calling on your life is heavy, and with that weight comes separation. You are not like everyone else, and deep down, you have always known this. While others may be content with surface-level living, distractions, and temporary pleasures, your soul has always craved something deeper, something divine. This difference sets you apart, often leading you down a path that few can walk. This separation is not punishment. It is preparation. God isolates his chosen ones because the mission ahead requires strength, clarity, and unwavering faith. Many times, you may feel alone, misunderstood, or even rejected by the very people you once resonated with. Friends drift away, relationships fall apart, and environments that once felt comfortable suddenly feel foreign. But this is all part of the divine process. You are being set apart to be elevated, refined, and positioned for something greater than the average existence. The weight of your calling also means that you cannot engage in the same activities as others. What others do with ease, you may struggle with, because you're being held to a higher standard. The shortcuts, compromises, and distractions that others indulge in will not work for you. Your spirit won't allow it. When you try to blend in, you will feel an internal resistance, a discomfort that reminds you that you were never meant to follow the crowd. This is because your destiny requires discipline, purity of heart, and alignment with God's will. Though the road may feel lonely at times, remember that you are never truly alone. God walks with you, and he has placed a divine purpose within you that will impact generations. The temporary isolation, the sacrifices, and the burdens you carry will all make sense in due time. You are not meant to fit in because you were born to lead, to shine, and to transform the world in ways that ordinary minds cannot comprehend. Embrace the weight of your calling, for it is proof that you are chosen for something extraordinary. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to stand out. The weight of your calling is not a burden. It's proof of your divine purpose. Every challenge, every moment of isolation, is shaping you into the powerful force you were always destined to be. Stay focused, stay faithful, and remember, God has set you apart for something extraordinary. Keep rising, keep shining, and trust the path ahead. Your time is coming.